I do this to you?
You're here to ask us questions.
Turn the tables, right?
Okay, I don't know. Is that mic how you guys stop that?
No, not at all.
Alright. You can just put it like directly.
Like this?
Yeah. There you go. That's what I said.
That's going to be just perfect.
Alright.
Okay, Brian, you go.
You ready?
We're electing you.
So has there anything where you read the script and you're like, seriously, you're going to have me do this?
Everything. I mean, like, you literally kind of slight, anxiety before a new script came in because you could see what you've done so far, and it kind of kept going up and up and up and up. And, when I read about myself being painted by 6 naked girls, and the mask and the rest is history, I was like, kind of didn't blink at that stage, I'd say,
Yeah, typical day.
whatever, I'll do that. Yeah, normal day at the office.
Oh, my next. How much green screen is there versus how much like actual sets?
The sets are really established. There's like, the palace is there. The only thing the green screen is there is to create the view. So, like, the Ludus is on a cliff, so that wall was all green, and they put that in later. And the arena, everything else was built. So it wasn't that much of an impact on us, really.
Hello.
Hi.
So I kind of want to know about season 2. Have you seen any scripts for season 2? And
I-
it feels like it's going to be a completely different show.
I have not. And it is. I mean, it will be, but we'd obviously have to follow history to some level. So there'll be a lot of the old threads. All the history of season 1 is in there, of course. We're just missing a few characters. But it just makes room for new people to come along. I have no doubt it's going to be as kick-ass, tearing the walls down as season 1, so you don't need to worry.
Is it kind of a relief to be on other sets and be out of the Ludus, as you say, and kick down those walls?
Yeah, we were kind of getting a little, cabin fever.
Because half the time you're locked
square.
away, right?
In the training square was the worst, because there was these giant scenes with coverage of 20 different people, so it was a couple of days to shoot one of those scenes, and you're just sort of there at the same spot for 2 days.
Really? Do I have to do this?
Yeah, this one again?
Yeah.
What about this one?
Okay. Wow,
Will they notice if I do this one and then, so
Well, did you guys ever just, joke around during those scenes when the camera wasn't on you? Would you have to be
terrible.
very
We were
intense?
terrible. Like Jai who plays Varro, we used to have to get separated because we just couldn't keep a straight face. Because you have to entertain yourself, like in some of those scenes, there's, it could be 3 hours before they come back around to actually you having to be concentrated. Yeah, you kind of take the break because it's such a roller coaster job. When those moments come along, you just savor them.
Yeah.
It's like almost some time off. Yeah, you have to kind of get all emotional and stuff.
You.
Since your character's name is the title, does it feel good to know that you're safe since they killed off half the cast?
Yeah, I kind of thought if I died, then I've done a terrible job. Pretty. As long as I don't screw this up, I'll be there for season 2. Yeah, I mean, they really kind of surprised a few people. Killing off some of those characters was just, I don't think that's been done in a show before. And like, it's kind of bittersweet. People are like, how could you do that? I'm not going to invest in another character. But you will.
Yeah.
But you get to kind of experience it at a deeper level. So I think they're very brave. I think it works.
What's the camaraderie like between like the other gladiators? Do you guys all train together in one unit? Do you guys hang out? What's that like?
There was like the boot camp at the beginning where kind of the core actors, I guess, trained together, and that was so much fun. Like the stunt team was like about 18 guys, and they're just the nicest people on the planet, and they look after you and train you, and I love them. They're like lifelong friends. But I remember going into episode 2. Episode 1 was kind of the Ludus. Going into episode 2, and suddenly there's all Crixus is there, and all Barker's there. And I hated it. I was like, "Where's all my friends?" Like it was just all these like testosterone, And they were like coming in. It's their first episode. They're kind of like dumping, beating the chest. And I was like, "This is awful. Like, where's my friends?"
Could you talk a little bit about Spartacus's journey? throughout the first season because he started out with his wife and he was doing everything for his wife, and then we had the big shocker, and that kind of took me by surprise, and how just sort of how he changed and how you approach it.
Well, yeah, I mean, Spartacus, I guess, starts out a victim of everything. Like, he didn't choose to be there in the first place, He was just doing it to provide and protect and all those things. And suddenly he's in this other world. And I just think you see an evolution of people choosing him as leader. He doesn't even want to be a leader at this stage, but people go, you've actually got you're not an egoic person, you actually should have the power to do something, and you've got the courage and the strength and all those things to get there. Here, help us. And it's kind of a reluctant journey for him, but by the end he's like, you know what, this is not right. And everything that he thought about for his wife is translated into everyone else's wife. And, every child should have a great start in life. What is this? And so he's got to make a stand. He's got to make a real stand, and that's how they end up out there liberating hundreds of thousands of slaves.
On a total, this is so serious. I'm going to ask you a somewhat frivolous question. Do you think about everything you eat and about training all the time when you're on the show? Because, what's funny? A lot of TV, there's scantily clad women, but there's so many, men who have to be in top shape and not wear a lot the whole time.
Well, here's the thing. Like, you see a movie and someone's got their top off.
Yeah.
That's a day.
Right.
And they could have spent, 6 weeks getting ready for that one day shoot. We
Right.
had to be out there for 8 months.
Right.
Every day.
In top
Every day.
form,
So
right?
would you eat
Cake
cake and
cookies.
pies and no? It's kind of half vanity, half fear, half something else. That would make 1.5. But you kind of get into the rhythm of it
Yeah.
and go. If I eat well today, I don't have to actually train as hard.
Yeah.
You're just bouncing that.
So you do training, like, you work out with, like, physical fitness, you have a trainer, or are you just shooting such long days so you don't have time to do that?
Some days you shoot like 10 hours of a fight scene, you don't need to go to the gym after that.
No doubt.
But the hard thing was fitting in the training around the schedule. It was really tough.
You must have been tired
Well,
at the end
I had
of
to
the day.
choose between seeing my kids and going to the gym.
Yeah,
And you kind of resent going to the gym when you have to make that decision.
absolutely.
But no one knew how hard it would be. I don't think anyone's... the guys in 300, for example, shot for 2 months.
Right.
Had 5 months to get ready. We had like a month to get ready, and then 8 months to shoot. So it's
Wow.
hard.
It's hard. It sounds hard.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Still doing the 2 egg whites and the half of a
I've had a bit of time
piece of
off
toast.
from that, because when it starts, it's going to go on for a long time. So I'm just starting to get back. I've been training for like another 4 weeks, pretty much. I've done nothing for 5 months. And I'm taking it slowly. I've got another couple of months to get there. I'm looking after myself, but I'll be there, bigger and badder than ever.
Still not enough
Smartier than
clothes,
ever.
though.
Not enough
possibly.
clothes, no. I'm hoping now that we're out of shackles in the wild, we're going to find
Get a
something.
shirt.
No,
Leaves.
definitely not.
I don't know, anything.
The fans won't let you. Just
I know,
FYI.
that's it. I was having this discussion going, is it going to look weird that there's a bunch of naked guys running down a hill towards like these Romans in shields and like helmets? And they're like, no, it's going to look perfectly normal.
We wouldn't do that.
Do you have any favorite arena kills where it's impaling a guy in the head or head off?
I loved Theocles, The Shadow of Death, episode 5. My favourite bit is episode 8, where Spartacus is now champion of Capua, and he's kind of embraced it a little bit. And there's a little montage at the beginning of just like 5 or 6 kills. And I just remember we shot that like 2 weeks before we wrapped, just to kind of add a little something. And it just looks amazing, like sliding between people's legs, slicing them on the way through, and then turning around down in the back of the neck. Great stunt, choreography. They made us look cool.